Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. We're here in Manchester. Yeah, not Cleveland, Ohio, where I actually typically exist. I flew like 17 hours in total travel time to be here in Steamforge Games studio to get a first chance to take a look at Elden Ring, the board game. And I'm here with two very handsome, very special,
thank you.
very charming content creators. First off, someone who I've been begging to spend time with me for ages. He can attest to this. Sir Nicholas.
Hello. Sir Nicholas, indeed, yes.
You and your brother run a outstanding channel called The Brothers Murph.
We do. It's my brother and I. Mike is not here because he has a new baby, so he wasn't able to come out. Congratulations. She's getting in the way already.
Convenient.
Yeah, seriously. But yes, we run a channel called The Brothers Murph. We do playthrough videos. We do fun sketches. We just did talk about Steamforge here. We played Dark Souls, and we did a race trying to see who could beat Dark Souls the fastest. We do a lot of weird challenges like that, and just fun content. It's all like you. It's all about showing the fun in games, right? And that's our whole thing too.
I have been jealous of and a fan of the Brothers Murph for a long time, especially their challenge videos. And if this video does well and enough people force them to collaborate with me, I'll be able to fly out and play through the entirety of Elden Ring in one weekend. I think that's what they do.
I think
that's what they do.
Easy.
And one of your friends, I think, Matthew? I don't even know where you came from.
I have lots of friends.
Yeah, at least two.
Hello, I'm Matthew.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Very excited about that as well. Any of you that know the context. Gotcha. And we have this lovely gentleman who's going to be running us through the entirety of this gameplay.
Every quest.
Do you want to introduce yourself and let the people know who you are and what you're responsible for?
I assume that's because you forgot my name.
Absolutely.
So it's easiest just to say this gentleman and just go from there.
I am horrible at names, to the point where even if I thought I remembered your name, I would doubt myself enough that I would not say it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice black.
Did you see how I asked both of their names like moments before the camera started?
Very impressed. I was very, very impressed. My name is Sherwin. I am lead designer for Elden Ring.
Yeah. Very cool. And there's some other content coming out on this. We have an interview. We have a gameplay going over on the Brothers Murph and Board Game Co's channel. Yep. So there'll be a lot of opportunities to kind of check out and dive into this. Sherwin, do you want to give us a sense of what's happening here?
Actually, I'm going to let you read some of these cards. So I'm going to say, why don't you read? You seem to have the most bold and forthright voice, so why don't you read the card that's going to set the scene?
Bold and forthright. I don't know if that's a European insult. Can you confirm? Okay, perfect. Groveside Cave. A terrible beast, remnant of a long dead place lurking somewhere within a craw of the earth. Defeating this monster must surely be the first stop along the path for those who would claim the mantle of Elden Lord. Yet beware. This is no ordinary foe, and many tarnished have met their death at the creature's blade. I shall only share its location if you can prove yourself worthy of my wisdom. I feel like that was you talking personally to me.
Maybe.
You're like, I'll only teach you how to play this game if you can prove yourself worthy of deserving to play it.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you were almost Shakespearean in your delivery. I was very
If it
impressed.
was Elden Ring, it'd be pronounced like this. Groveside beast.
They're always laughing.
Remnant of it.
all I'm hearing is that this guy is going to be doing the rest of the reading.
I've also confirmed that in my mind.
Yeah, I think so. That seems important. So we are here today to fight the Beastman, or even find the Beastman at this stage, because there's no guarantee you guys are going to get there. So,
especially with us, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure we're going to make it.
We'll see what happens. So
I've never lost a cooperative game before.
Wow, I lose them all the time.
Interesting. All right. Well, this game is completely cooperative, and you are going to be exploring the landscape. That's the first thing you're going to be doing anyway, in search of the Beastman's cave. Just a quick thing before we get started. These are the Guidance of Grace cards. I'm going to make you in charge of flipping them over, because if you're going first, and let's say you are, you're going to be the person who starts the round each time. So for the next 3 rounds, you're going to be drawing one of those cards.
And Matthew in charge of reading.
Yes,
Oh, absolutely.
With all the laughs.
At this point, you're the leader, so you get to choose where everything goes. So if you want him to read, then that's fine.
Boom.
Terrifying.
Okay. So, I know obviously we've talked a little bit about the rules and so on. Do you want me to give you an overview as we go, or do you want to just dive in?
Let's get it. Actually, Nick, let's get a 30-second overview of what's happening here.
Sure.
And then let's each gently talk about the differences in our characters. I know some minor elements of that. And then let's dive into the gameplay.
Okay, sure. So all of you are playing different Tarnished. You are playing the Astrologer, so
I
your real thing is you're going to be casting a whole bunch of spells
Yeah.
and blasting people from afar.
Yeah.
You're the Samurai. You're very dexterous, very nimble, bouncing around, looking to stay out of getting too much damage. A big thing you do is inflict bleed on enemies and watch them basically bleed out to death.
Par for the course. As far as I know, the only way to win Elden Ring.
Yeah, absolutely.
That and magic.
And Matthew, you are the vagabond, so you're the tank.
I
And
chose
you're
the
gonna
working class.
you are a working class hero, my friend. So
right.
absolutely. So that's where you're coming from. And in terms of, yeah, I think you can do all right. I'm interested. I'm seeing your different personality types, and I'm seeing already that perhaps we've got the wrong people seeing in the wrong places. But that's fine too. That's
We'll
good.
see. We'll see
how it
I
works.
like this.
Nick,
So-
what's going on here with this game? I want to.
I've actually played this game, yes. I've actually
One
played
more
it.
thing to
Okay,
say
yeah.
before you launch into that too much. So there's two types of tokens just to your right over there. You'll see.
Yes.
One
Yes.
is the Guidance of Grace token. In fact, I've got the Guidance of Grace tokens here. I'm lying. You've got
Boom.
one type of token over there, and that's the Greater Will tokens. So when you are trying to achieve your objectives on the Guidance of Grace, you will put down some of these. These are your Guidance of Grace tokens, and they indicate you're working towards a goal of whatever those cards give you as objectives.
Death.
If you don't achieve one of those objectives during your turn, then you have to discard a Greater Will token.
Okay.
Discard all of those tokens, the Greater Will has lost any hint of hope that you are tarnished, that are actually going to become Elden Lords, and you will fail this quest.
We should have 10 of these.
You should have indeed have 10 of these.
That does not
So
seem like a
don't
lot.
spend too much time wandering around aimlessly.
Yeah, so every turn, each of our turns, if we don't put something on the objective, we lose one of those, unless you're in combat.
Yeah, as a man once said in the 70s, stay on target.
Yeah, exactly. Who's right? Same IP, right?
I think so. Related at least.
At least
at a minimum. At a
same
minimum.
universe, right?
There's a
yeah.
whole bunch of similarities.
Yeah.
You hit people with-
Definitely.
you hit
There's a
people with
Wiki-
swords.
It's
There's a-
basically the same story.
There's a
yeah.
Wikipedia article
Yeah.
on it, I'm sure.
Right, anyway, back to you, Nick.
Yeah,
it's
so we're
happening.
basically
Sir Nick.
Sir Nicholas.
Sir Nicholas.
Indeed, I was knighted once.
Past life.
Yeah, past life, definitely not this one. So basically, the game is it's broken up essentially in two halves. So the first half is we're gonna be exploring on these hexes right here. We're gonna be moving around, getting out more hex. We're essentially trying to find the boss. Well, at least in this quest, I'm sure other quests are different, at least within this one. And then eventually, once we find the boss, we're all gonna go into the dungeon, and then we're going to have a big boss battle. So it's broken up kind of basically into halves. And then as we're exploring here, we don't have to stick together. There's gonna be combats that are in this kind of land. And one of us could jump into combat, the other two can be out exploring. We don't always have to go together. Once we get to the boss, we will all go together. There's no splitting up with that. But there's gonna be some tokens around. It kind of depends on what objectives are here, depending on like what we might want to interact with, what we want to do. There could be like NPCs, merchants. There's kind of a whole bunch of different stuff. And so, but a lot of it's just exploring, getting into some combats, trying to get these done, trying not to lose from time. And then, yeah, just crushing it, always.
I just want to put in a special request for a cheese wheel goat miniature.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there for the
Sure, I can talk to From Software about that.
perfect. Let me know.
I mean, I'm not going to pretend that they're going to accept it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
know.
can try.
True.
Yeah,
As long as you
right?
mention it, I feel satisfied. If I'm starting, do I flip one now?
You absolutely are going to flip one now.
You're like, oh, fine. Begrudgingly so.
Martial prowess, this card is called.
Ooh.
The path to become Elder Lord can only be paid by honor
So much creepy laughter.
and the bodies of the vanquished. If a tarnished completes a combat encounter and place a Guidance of Grace token on this card, after doing so, if there are 3 tokens on this card, pivot to the opposite side. If this card is discarded, and the Marika's Grace and Gathering Supplies cards have also been discarded, flip the Grove Side Cave card.
That's this one.
That's that one.
Or die. I added that.
Probably already die. So that one we will be able to put the Guidance of Grace?
That's correct.
Guidance of Grace
Yeah.
one once we finish a combat. So that one's going to be not one we're going to be able to do every single turn just because like you have to be in a combat.
You don't
yeah.
want to flip all these, right?
No, you do.
You do
Yeah,
want
Yeah,
to
we,
flip
we
all
need
these
to complete these 3
to find.
to be able to usually go to the boss.
So as long as we all immediately get involved in combat,
we
there'll
could get
be
this one
no-
relatively
there'll be no
quick,
problem.
depending on. Also, if we find combat, we don't know where it is necessarily.
fair.
You've got to explore. At the moment, there's nobody.
There's nothing there. I mean, would we have anybody to kill right here? No. Boring.
Yeah, you've got a Sight of Grace there, which we don't necessarily need to interact with just yet,
Okay.
because that won't happen until someone dies.
Or is very injured.
Fair enough.
Like I was
I'm
in the
looking
first
at which
game.
one of you trying to work out
We
which
could
one.
turn off friendly fire and kill each other.
There you go. Yeah.
You could do. Not sure if you really want to do that. The game's going to kill you anyway. And the other thing is obviously you have materials there, so you could use that to gather. But at the moment, there's not much point.
Who wants to gather? I get 3 actions at the start of my
You
turn.
get 3 actions, and they can be to explore. In this
okay.
case, you look and put down a new tile.
Yep.
They can be to move to a new tile, and they can be to interact with a location that's on that tile.
Well, let's go ahead and start exploring. So I'm going to grab a tile off the
You
stack. Now, do I get to pick where I'm going?
You look at
you
it
get to
first.
look at it
And I get to
first,
look at
don't
it
you?
begin.
So, what have you got there? You've got a Stake of America. And you have a Spirit Spring.
Okay.
So, the Stake of America, that is a life during the boss fight. So that's a useful thing to have, although I wouldn't necessarily worry too much about that yet. The boss fight's a
Definitely
little bit
not
of a way off.
necessary, yeah.
The other one is the Spirit Spring. That lets you move to a hex up to 2 hexes away. So right now that's a useful hex for later on, but not immediately to you.
All right, I'm going to pop that into the corner here.
Yep.
I'm going to explore again.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and start like building the map for you guys.
Also, sorry, these red lines are barriers. We cannot go across.
I had
those,
assumed
just-
that based off of board
Although
game
you can
logic.
jump over them with something like that.
Okay.
And you can also explore beyond that. So you could, like, effectively, you're looking over the edge of a cliff. Oh, there's something down
You just
there.
can't go
It's
down
cool.
there.
Yeah,
You have to
exactly.
go around the outer edge.
Unless you,
Doesn't seem like the
go
best
Super
of plan.
Mario on a Spirit Spring.
All right. What else do we have here?
You found a merchant
Ooh, you
and
did.
also a beast.
So this will
resource.
turn like that, and then you can place it down.
What kind of merchant is that? The blue one?
Blue one.
Greenish,
Blue one.
bluish.
There you go. So the merchants are interesting. The merchants you can go to, they have their own deck for merchant wares where they can sell you stuff. You also have merchant secrets, where if you chat to them for a little while, they may tell you something useful. They may also tell you absolute, nothing.
Nothing at all.
So it's always a risk. It's always an interesting thing.
Do we have any money?
You don't worry too much about money. That's sort of abstracted away. In this
Okay,
one.
good.
I'm not going to make you spend runes to get.
That's
to go
most.
visit a merchant.
Yeah.
I've got the game in my mind.
Right.
It's like, I do not have any.
Haven't
I don't
collected
have
a single
any
thing
money.
yet. Yeah.
Right now, there's no enemies. It's a good time, right?
Yeah, right.
I think I'm gonna explore again.
Yeah,
I
no
think
worries,
I'm gonna
do
keep
I mean,
reviewing
it
the
makes
map.
it. Me and Matthew can do more at that point because we don't
Yeah.
explore quite as much.
Let's see what else we have here.
There's an enemy.
Ooh.
Okay, so it looks like we have an enemy. We have another merchant. It looks like.
You have
No, that's an
a,
enemy. The red cloak.
That's an enemy,
this guy?
and that's a resource.
A
So flora
resource.
this time.
Okay.
So there's a wall there, remember?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. What do you want me to do like the bucket down here?
Probably. I mean, I think anything's always going to be two.
Oh, this'll
movements.
work.
The other one. So that's better. Yeah.
That'll work. It's my action. I have gazed upon the countryside,
You sure have.
and what I have found is nothing I want to go explore. So, you guys feel free to
Perfect.
lead the way. You
Right.
kill everything in front of me,
Sounds
and I will
great.
just walk my merry way to victory.
Now,
So
crucially,
now-
because you spent your time, you
Yeah,
now
I
have a
was gonna say
guidance
that.
phase where
Yep.
because you didn't put down any tokens on these cards, then you
Lose a
grab one of those
time.
and we'll discard that. I'll take that.
Which is disappointing that this one's first. Because
That's kind of tough.
if
yeah.
I'd been able to engage in a combat immediately,
Yeah.
maybe I still wouldn't have been able to kill
No,
it,
because
wouldn't I?
you would go.
It's a whole
Yeah.
cycle to actually take some of them down.
Exactly. Worth pointing out, when you actually engage in combat at the end of your turn, because combat won't break up the actual round order, will carry on playing through. You don't have to discard one of these tokens if you're in combat. So
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
fighting
Oh,
something,
nice.
you don't-
Yeah,
you
so
don't
you're-
have to
So if I'd pulled that early, it would have made sense to go ahead and start engaging
Exactly.
in it. But-
Yeah, exactly. Just because you would lose it. Also, like the time tokens are only for this part of the game, not the boss fight. So it's just once we're in the boss fight, then we don't have to worry about time. We just can just fight the boss.
They're
indefinitely.
control and
Yeah.
exploration.
Yeah.
I get it. All right.
Me? Alright,
Yes, sir.
I'm back on. I'm going to move on to this hex here
Okay.
and interact with these two things.
Which one would you like to interact with?
We have a merchant, correct?
We have a merchant, and you can choose when you talk to the merchant whether you want to find out a secret or whether you want to draw from the merchant
And the
deck.
other one is.
Resources.
I'll grab the resources first.
Okay, so you want is a beast.
So
Nice.
yes,
So grab that, and
Thank
the
you
beast
so much.
token is discarded.
What'd you get there?
thin meat bones.
Ooh.
Delicious.
Nah.
So you drop those
Wow.
down in your inventory. That's on the side of your dashboard, just down there.
What do they do?
Well, until you actually use them to craft something, nothing.
It's good. They're
Yeah.
just good to
You
have.
just get
I
to
just like to keep them.
Yeah,
It's
just
just
something to
pocket
chew on.
fodder, you know?
Yeah, it's something to put in your pocket, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna gasp for secrets as well. I can't.
I think
You
that's
can't,
right,
right? You
yeah.
can't not.
A merchant secret. There
You really
you go.
should.
You get to read it out in your voice as well. Oh, it's not that much of a secret.
What are you buying? That's a different game.
That's entirely different.
What are you sorry. I hear that terrible beasts fear fire even more than cold steel. Keep this card in the tarnished inventory. If the beastman of Pharaoh Mazula is hit by a fire pot, discard this card to inflict 2 stun tokens in addition to the normal effects, which is the stagger after it.
Stagger,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So stagger is good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sounds like you need a fire pot.
Yeah, we need to
Sounds like
find.
one of us needs a fire
Yeah,
pot.
we need one of us needs a fire
Proc
pot.
Now,
those bleeds.
In truly glorious fashion, you've that's your 3 actions,
Yeah.
and the Greater Will is still.
Oh, I knew that was the case. I wasn't.
Always.
I'll take my
It
turn.
always
know.
takes a
I know,
slice
really
away
though.
from us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm going to. Is that your? That's your 3, right, Matthew?
No, season 3.
You know,
Okay.
in a clean 10 rounds, we could lose this game.
Yeah, no, we could.
just
keep
Right, exactly.
exploring,
We're
yeah.
we're that kind of chaotic. I'm gonna explore once, and then I
Oh,
think
perfect. No,
I'm gonna
that's
pop in here
reasonable.
and I'm gonna get into this battle.
No, it's like I
'cause
didn't do enough for you. Is that it?
No, you didn't do enough.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Thank you.
Let me go. I'm gonna go here.
Do everything you can to take care of those around you. and
Right.
still, it's
So I'm gonna get
just
here,
not
and
enough.
then what is this? A humanoid one?
Information.
And that's a abandoned places.
Oh, abandoned places. Okay.
So one another quick point I should stress: while there's an enemy on the token on the board, on that particular tile, if you go on there, you can't interact with any other locations. You have to fight the enemy first.
That makes
You
sense.
can't like pick the herbs.
You got it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
won't let you do that. It'll come and kill you. However, if someone else is fighting that enemy, then you can sneak past and interact with that.
Yeah.
So again, cooperative game. Work together. Think about how you want to achieve your goals.
If you
Or in your
really
case,
want those
perhaps
herbs.
just think about how you want to achieve burning through your will, greater will, as much as humanly
Yep.
possible.
Yep. Fair.
I'm going to embarrass your game on camera,
I am going in.
and then
Boom.
everyone will say Elden Ring is easy. I think that's the.
Easy.
You don't
Pretty
embarrass. You don't really embarrass me. You embarrass yourself, sir.
All I know is that I've spent enough time in the video game to realize that I'm bad at
Yeah.
the video game.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
went Magic class because the internet said, "Listen, you'll win this way."
Yeah. You will win this. That's why I'm the
Did
magic
you win
person.
this way?
No.
Yeah. Fair. Fair. All right. So I'm going to interact with this enemy here.
Didn't have to
So
ask the question.
the brown card part basically tells you how many rewards you're going to get from that encounter, basically. And
Gives you a
then.
good indication of the power level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like
Oh, by the way, we totally lie sometimes.
Oh,
So
really?
some of them will have loads of rewards, and actually it's really easy to encounter.
oh,
Some of
that's
them will
great.
be like one card, and that's
which is
really
actually
easy.
incredibly like the video
Right, exactly.
game.
You show up, you're like, oh, that was way worse than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And then the number there is where you open to in the book. So in this case, it's number 2. And that's number 2 right here.
I got 5,000.
Now these books are extremely cool. So it's instead of like a hex grid combat system or anything like that, we actually all have our own little personal combat books. You're
Yeah.
engaged in battle while we're still wandering around
Yeah.
the forest looking over the
Although
horizon
you
line,
can come into this battle if you want to.
which is neat as well.
Yeah.
So this is all about positioning. You've got these 3 rows that'll be your combat side. You've got the far 3 rows that'll be the enemy's combat side, and each one has stat changes and buffs depending on where you're positioned, and it also makes you either more or less vulnerable. I'll let you get into the nuance of it. But the cool thing here, and the thing that for me, when we were watching the presentation that just blew my mind and clicked, is once we get to that final combat phase, all of our books actually merge together as we
Yeah.
spawn in, and there's this completely unique combat system based off whatever creature you're fighting. So we'll take a look at this one, but they've given us some like hints towards some of the stuff that's coming
Yeah.
down the line in terms of
It's cool.
changing up this modularity. I really like it, and it makes setup really nice. And I want all companies to do the
Spiral
book
bound
stuff.
books. Yep, spiral bound books are the best.
Please stop.
Okay, so I'm gonna come into here. I have to go into this lane because that's where the thing is. I don't know if I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here because then I can basically guarantee I'll be able to go first.
Yeah, so do you want me to talk a little bit about stances?
I'd love you to. Yeah.
Okay, so this represents, as exactly as you've said, it represents spatial awareness and also your stances. This is the battle line. You cannot cross the battle line. So this is the enemy area, this is the tarnished area. These represent your stances. So obviously moving these ways across the lanes is effectively spatial awareness. So if this is the enemy facing you here, going to here, you're sidestepping out of their way. Going deeper or shallower into this range, however, isn't necessarily moving backwards and forwards. It's a little bit, obviously, it's a little bit, but effectively you're on the front line here every time, and this represents your battle stance. So in this one, you are aggressive. So when you make attacks, you're more likely to do more damage. We'll talk about how that works as it happens. This one is your neutral stance, and this gives you more tactical ability to sort of sit back and see how the battle is going, and lets you manipulate where you're going to attack and so on. Very important in a game like Elden Ring, where timing is super important to how enemies do bits and pieces. This one is your defensive lanes. This is where you're going to take a step back and get a breather. You get to draw extra cards at the end of the round, and you also get a defensive bonus as well while you're here. So your position is super, super important, obviously, thinking about how you want to manipulate the field of battle. So one key thing that you get to do before you choose where you go is you get to draw up to your action
Oh,
hands.
that's right, I do.
So
huh?
your hand size is 5.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I like that.
You played some of our characters in the last game.
I played
You've
the
never
Vagabond.
seen-
No, I have not. Alex played the Samurai. I played the Vagabond. So I've seen those two. I don't know these ones. So I have Focused Block, Pivot. That's for a friend's reference for me. Sidestep and Focus and Focus. So these are gonna be my.
You work slightly different to the other two classes,
do.
whereas the Vagabond and the Samurai both have direct attack cards. You have to think about what you're doing for a little bit before it happens.
Yeah.
So you have this effectively represents your spellcasting time. So you have to build up these tokens here in order to cast your spells, and you always have these two spells at this point in time anyway
Yeah.
available to you. Now, obviously, as you go on, you'll be able to increase the spell slots you have, and then you can do more stuff.
And so this is your combat hand. These are the cards that you could play to
That's exactly what it is.
potentially
Yeah, so
take
effectively they
certain
would be in your hand
actions.
rather than
Yeah.
here.
And then we have our actual
Effect
deck,
deck.
which is going to be a resource deck full of potential that you actually get to, and you get to customize both of these decks throughout the course of the game, getting new combat abilities, starting to build your character in a specific way, and also customizing the type of effects that you might be drawing up, whether you go for generic or you build into a certain area where you're pretty sure you can get off like one really cool, powerful swing as long as you've timed it right.
Yeah.
You said it all.
Boom.
Not all, but a lot.
You've done amazing.
Thank
as
you
well.
so
I'm
much.
Immensely proud
Wow.
to be sat even next
Oh
to
my
you.
gosh. That's
Okay.
so kind.
So for
And you think I was a
this,
sarcastic?
I'm gonna still stay here. I'm still gonna stay there.
So what's nice about this is it actually lets you manipulate the field of battle.
Yes.
So it's all good. So let us grab
where's
the
mine?
Godric Soldier. So this is what's called the marching order. Where
Do we
are
have
your
mine
cards? They're over
somewhere?
here.
There we
That's mine. You're the astrologer. So the marching order determines your initiative. So you take the cards for anybody who's facing. So in this case, the astrologer. These guys share a card.
Yep.
You shuffle them and then you lay them face down, and that determines the order of the actual how the combat round will go. So in this case, both the Godric soldiers will go first because their card is here, and then the astrologer.
Is that flavor text?
This here.
Oh, yes.
It absolutely is.
Could you
if
please-
if you open your book to page 2, then you can read it out. Before we go too much further, I'll just quickly finish this. 'Cause I don't want to be too
you're
disruptive
good.
to what this is. Because you are here, this allows you to move one space on the marching order. So you could go here,
Yeah.
for example, guarantee that you're going to go first. Up to you.
Yeah.
Your choice.
I think I'll probably go first. Yeah.
Well, I'll pick you up there then. But now the most important part of this playthrough is about to happen.
The rank and file of the grafted king's armies patrol every corner of Limgrave, opposed to any threat that might usurp their lord. Kill all the enemies, and you get a humanoid card if you do it.
Ooh, I got a human
There you
friend. Okay, cool. And then that's my turn. I'm done.
Yeah, so we end your turn. Because you're in combat, you don't need to discard one of those tokens, which is really good. And now we'll carry it around to you, Jesse. But first, you get to draw one of those cards. 'Cause it's not the second round.
So now I'm able to do this one. That would be nice. It's
Do you feel like,
No,
do you
just
feel like
quickly.
trying?
I can try
I
it. Yeah.
think you would love
Oh,
to.
go on, let's do it.
Okay. Even the mightiest cannot hope to
It's not as
triumph with wits alone.
Try the laugh, try the laugh.
He's sinister.
Right? This is still a sinner.
It's quite something.
Gather materials to craft and trade with the inhabitants of this bleak place. Each time a tarnish draws from a material deck, place a guidance of grace token on this card. After doing so, if there are 5 tokens on this card, discard it. And then the same thing, if these are all done, we will flip this. So the resource tokens, I believe, are these, right?
That's correct, the green ones.
So picking up those now allows us to put stuff onto here.
Should have picked up one already.
You grubby little mitts.
I needed it.
Yeah,
There's
that's
still
a
gonna
good
be
po-
some
That's
more.
a good point. They won't be retroactively applied. So
Yeah.
that one
Yeah.
unfortunately doesn't count towards anything.
So,
Take backsies.
I could explore 2 more times
Alex?
and then walk off in a different
All take
direction.
backsies.
I could, but I won't. I'm going to go ahead and, this is a resource here.
It is indeed.
I'm going to touch that one.
Oh, well, in which case
You
you
gotta
take
lick
that token
Your
off.
hand explodes.
No, you've just...
Just brushed it. So sorry.
You found an abandoned place, a sort of old cart and some other bits and pieces. What have you found?
I found cave moss.
Ooh, the best kind of moss.
Delicious.
So if you just drop that down on the side of your inventory down there,
Nice.
and that means because you've gathered one of those, I would give you a Guidance of Grace.
I'm not going to cause us to continue to lose.
Question, the guidance of grace, are you allowed to do multiple on your turn?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Whether that's an efficient way of spending it,
Yeah,
is
right,
entirely up to
okay.
you. So you spend
I'm
one action to do that. So you
now going to explore.
Okay.
I want to give you some more tiles on the board. Ooh, another combat.
And also...
And another, no,
No,
that's a
that's
different thing. That's
an effigy of the martyr.
yes, that's not nice.
So an effigy of the martyr is a... Well, no, it's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go collect that, that means you can use it to summon into another player's book and join their combat. So,
So you just warp into mine if
Yeah,
you
we
wanted
can-
to from far away, yeah.
Be pretty cool. I'm now going to, which direction are we going? This feels maybe a little bit more open. I'm going to step over into this position. That'll be my final 3rd turn. I do not cause us to continue escalating to failure. And I've discovered someone for you to fight. Congratulations. Wow.
Thank you.
What a good guy I am.
I'm excited about it.
he says, I'm so excited, I'm going to go farm some resources.
Yeah, right? You don't have to go in there.
I'm going to kill a sleeping dragon.
You know, over the next 5 turns, you and I could accomplish this. If we really
You
put
could,
our
honestly.
Mind, if we really put our
That's the
mind
thing
to
is you
it.
can, like, just explore around, that's a viable thing.
Is there any reason not to gather these now, or is it just not a good use of our time? Now?
It's not really a good use of
Is
your
that
time.
what I'm
Brandon.
saying?
I'm
Just
just-
burning through some
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I will go to and enter this combat with you.
Ooh.
Oh, well, you can't. You haven't got an effigy. in the
Oh,
battlefield.
you can't
Oh,
enter unless you have an effigy.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I said that wrong.
Oh,
That's my
I-
apologies. I thought they could just jump in if they're in there.
No.
Oh, never mind. Then my apologies.
In that case, I'm gonna
Otherwise,
go.
you would go around in a gang and just murder
Yeah, it'd be
people.
great. It sounds awesome.
That's what we were trying to do.
That's exactly what I'm
It's
trying
a
to
good
do.
thing you were here because we would have just murdered
Well, it's
everyone.
almost like we thought.
I know. Gosh, you're good at this.
I'm gonna move 2 and collect this resource.
Yeah, so you also get an abandoned
Yeah.
Scott. And this is where Guns of Grace put on there.
That's good. 2 of 5. That won't be
Grave
5.
of Violet.
What was
Honestly, what are you even doing?
I know, I'm not doing anything.
That's me.
What'd
You
you
got
get? What'd you-
Violet?
What could you?
I moved twice and picked.
No, I'm sorry. What'd you get? So the
I
card.
got a Grave Violet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Sweet. Okay, so now
So you
we're in a
just
fight.
found a tomb and just stole some flowers from
Yeah,
it.
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty respectful.
Yeah, it's actually not too
Definitely
bad.
pretty
You're
dark.
gonna put them on another grave, your own,
Yes.
in a bit.
Just reach out, pop
I'm
'em.
holding them as I die.
Yeah. You actually have them pinned to your chest.
That's
It'll
it.
be
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's
Oh, I
great.
see. Fair
It's very
enough.
fancy.
It's lovely.
So let's go into combat.
So now we're here. Yeah.
So obviously we have the marching order. You're going first. So you still get 3 actions. So your actions are draw a card to
doing
go up to
this.
your stamina.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a you can play a card from your hand. Obviously fairly self-explanatory what will happen there. Or you could move. Now, unlike the samurai, you can move diagonally because that's your big thing. You can only move diagonally.
Yes.
You can improve. You can become aggressive stance from where you are, defensive stance from where you are. You can sidestep, whatever suits you.
Okay, and so for this one, I can hit, like I could hit these 3, right?
Absolutely.
that
These
sounds-
2. There's no need.
Well, I meant the three spots,
Ah,
the
yes.
two people. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
That sounds very
If you're
nice.
seeing a third person, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, I know, right? Whoa, man.
Means there's more in this tea than I thought.
I have,
know,
the
right?
field, I have the field mosses.
Yeah,
Not-
yeah. There, we got.
yeah.
We're fine. We're fine.
Too much hope.
You know what I'm gonna do? Chaos, baby. We're gonna use this card
Yes.
real quick, and that's gonna give me 2 focus.
Yep, so you've got the
Also,
focus
my ability as the astrologer is, as an action, I can discard a card to gain another focus. So I can just discard one of these to get in focus.
Cool.
Also, my astrologer's robe, our armor is always kind of a passive ability. Mine is when I fully defend an enemy attack, I also gain a focus. And then the things that make up this deck is your equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool. Okay, so I have these. And then I am going to move up to give myself a better chance of hitting. And then I am going to cast Glintstone Arc. Or Glintstone Arc is how I assume the astrologer sounds. So, that's how I sound. And so I'm going to get to draw 2 cards, because you always draw 1, but now I'm in the aggressive stance, which means I get to draw another one. And I still only get to use 1, but I essentially have a better chance of hitting something cool. So I'm going to go boom and boom. Ooh, that's better. So I get a little pow pow, which is kind of a generic symbol. So now I can do 1 damage essentially for each pow pow on a card. So in this case, I'm going to choose this one because it has 3.
Seems to make
And I'm
sense.
going to get to do 3 damage essentially to this row. Wait, is that like dead?
Yeah.
It's called. It's called magic.
It's called magic, bruh. So,
Learn the magic. How most powerful thing in the game.
oh my
right?
gosh, apparently. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to hit them each for 3, and their health is 2, so they're going to go.
They have no armor.
And they have no armor, yep. So they're actually just. I probably have like 1 of these cards, and that's it. I just
You
have
just
to
see
draw
like,
it. So yeah,
it's like a punch animation where the blood just spurts out the back.
yeah,
of the-
exactly.
For the moment, you've literally just walked in. These guys are, wow, you've played this before. You're a veteran.
I know,
You're
right?
pretty
I'm
pro.
a genius.
Okay, so that's completed that encounter. Well done.
Hey.
Blasted them away before they did anything. So, crucial point. You've achieved the objective. You get 1 humanoid card,
Hey.
which is one of these.
It's just one bloody arm.
Bam. I got a smoldering butterfly. Cool.
Found it from their camp, and you get one of those to put onto the
Sounds awesome.
onto the martial prowess one. But not only that, you also gathered a card because that's a resource card. So therefore, that's going to go on.
Oh, really?
Ooh, awesome.
Interesting.
Sweet, double
so
up.
he's better than us.
And then I shuffle all these now, right? Because they're done.
Yeah. So you shuffle your decks back. So that's going to go back to where they were.
Well, that went
This will go back onto the combat you're in, and that will flip over. He's dead.
That went
Now,
very
if you
well.
rest at that site of grace, you will restore all of the combats around you. So bearing in mind the enemies around you, just keep focused on that.
Yeah.
Well done. Anyway, that's the end of
That
your
went
turn.
well,
and
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
spectacular.
that went well.
So start round 3. Let's draw another card.
This is Marika's Grace. Learn well of Marika the Eternal, for it is she that watches over these lands and gave you grace. If a tarnished interacts with a stake of Marika, which we've seen on the board, place a guidance of grace token on this card. After doing so, if there are 4 tokens on this card, discard it.
Such disdain. I love
Absolutely
it.
fantastic.
If this card is discarded and the gathering of supplies, the marital prowess cards of martial prowess cards would also be discarded. Flip the guidance, the grove side cave card, which is the
Yeah, that one.
So it's like do the rest of the things.
So now we should start picking these up because now it'll matter for this
Ah,
one.
see, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only steer you so much.
Yeah, no, that's
So this is very much it for a moment to break the chaos. This is something where this is really designed as a tutorial type quest. So really what we're doing here is teaching you how to play the game, because obviously Stakes of America will give you lives against the Beastman, gathering supplies gets you off to a great start where you can start crafting things when you get to the Round Table Hold, and then when we have the martial prowess one is basically saying here's how to fight a combat. Other quests later on in the game won't necessarily be so linear and won't be so simple to do, so they will give you different objectives. So at that point these things become more of a interesting. Do I want to interact with the effigy to get extra lives? Yeah, I think so. But now I'm actually
Or is it not even worth the time and whatever you're
Or
spending
maybe you
it
want
on?
to
Yeah.
wait just in case you need to do it for something
Yeah.
else or something like that. Yeah.
Both of your legs blow off in the wind.
You know,
By the way, exciting news for all you Elden Ring and Steamforged Games fan. Matthew's actually going to be doing all of the official voiceover.
All of the voices.
Posted his own private YouTube channel, and it's just him in a closet in darkness reading for about 7 hours straight. We're not even sure it's official text for the game, but it will be available, so
true.
be
For
thrilled.
a fee.
Art installation.
That's what it is. All right, my turn. I need to go do something.
I'm feeling the pressure of everyone else is achieving.
It's like life.
Yeah, right?
Well,
Exactly what I
you
was
could gather that result, so
reflecting
I don't know
on
if you can
for
see it from where you
a
are.
moment. I think I'm not going to explore anymore. I'm going to go ahead and move, and I'm going to get engaged with this combat here.
Oh.
Since you avoided it, I figure,
Sorry, I avoided it.
Good
avoided
choice.
it. Like,
So it's just,
You were collecting
collectively
resources,
book
you were
up
doing the
rather,
thing.
I mastered
which chapter will this be?
Number 4.
Number
Page
4.
4. Yep.
All right. Should my book be upside down?
Put it up whichever way.
All right. The cameramen have said yes. Your book should be upside down.
That's on page 4.
I didn't put
No,
mine
you're on
upside
there.
down.
This is page 4.
Rebel.
Page 4.
All right.
It says the number.
Why these creatures have fled the lair,
Very impressive.
none can say. Yet they roam the land
Regardless.
regardless. I don't know this one.
snarling plague of tooth and claw.
I felt good up until big words appeared.
Wolves of the wind.
I was very impressed. Okay, so just to use in fashion, we'll be
Yeah.
playing this one upside down for everyone, as far as everyone can read.
Okay.
So they'll go on the W. It's a couple of wolves. I'll give you a wolf card or two,
Hoos.
and you are the samurai. In the meantime, do you want to draw your?
Hoos.
Do you want to draw your starting hand?
How many do I draw?
You draw 4. for
Not
your
as
character.
many as him.
Two.
5
Alright.
is sweet.
So,
That's good.
1
Yeah, I like this. This is cool. This series is fun.
Well, yeah,
Three.
you blew up the one.
and 4.
I like,
All
did
right, so
I just win?
I do not
There you go.
have the same stat system that he has. I'm mostly
Yeah, so
just
you're,
like
you're making direct attack.
position and attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All
Much
right.
more direct. So you're going to shuffle those in a moment
Yeah.
and then deal them out. But
was
first, before you
trying
do
to
that, now you've drawn your attack hand. You get to choose where you want to be, what stance you want to begin in.
I get to choose which stance as long as I'm in this this
So
row
as long as you're in
here.
that lane.
I think I clearly just want to be directly
All
in the
out aggression.
front.
Sure.
I like this.
Don't
You
know
get
why,
Your
but-
face ripped off by a wolf. Then good
Now the cool
times.
thing is if
Feel
they
good
move up
about
to
it.
here, that's still for you. So you'll get to draw
I'm benefiting
2 extra
from them
cards.
being
Yeah,
close.
because they're in a vulnerable spot, and so
Yeah.
it's dangerous because they're really close, but
The
they're
wolves,
also
the wolves in the game are kind of idiots. Like you can handle
Yeah.
them. They're the one creature I feel equipped to handle.
Well, if you want your spoiler that I haven't said to anybody else, this is absolutely uniquely for you and your channels.
Okay.
Wow, the camera just swiveled around straight to me as soon as I said that. I mean, there's an interesting point with this where imagine now, for example, much like you have in the video game where you're fighting against the wolves,
Yeah.
and then they can jump off of that grid and flank you.
Oh.
really.
I don't like that as
Wow.
much.
That's
Because that's how you get killed from the wolves.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
when
is.
they're surrounded,
It's the,
you
it's
get-
You're
the,
surrounded by
it's
it.
the few that you didn't see.
So much combat is focused around what you're looking at here, and that's exactly what we're doing on the battle grid right now. But imagine if they can jump off the
that's
grid.
So
and be on the
there's like
sides.
possibly some to the edges
Yeah.
that we're not aware of.
Yeah,
Also,
exactly.
you die in real life.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real
Yeah,
high stakes.
Yeah, the player dies, not the target.
I mean, there is.
Yeah, exactly. They're fine.
We do have the Rise Tarnished sword in the background.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure the first death in this recorded gameplay does result in at least a limb being
That's it.
removed.
If you could stop just before you kick over the table, start beheading people. That'd be
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'd offer a pinky up at least. Everyone else in?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you know.
go nuts. I'm going to watch you happen.
I don't think you're allowed to say that. All right, let's see what we have here.
Samurai first, I guess.
technically because it's upside down, yeah?
That's correct.
So, samurai first. And can you walk me through, this is the first attack I will have ever made in the game,
Well, I can
which is
do,
going
but
to happen
it's not- your
after
turn-
my
your
turn
turn
comes
is-
back
yeah.
around.
So
Don't worry, I figured it out mid-sentence.
yeah, you have all the time you want now to
plan.
to
I will
figure
be
out what you're
planning
gonna do.
so much, don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's move on to Matthew.
Okay. I'm going to pick up tiles because that's.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick this up.
Yep. Boom. That's
So
one of
good.
these.
That's one of those.
I'm
There you
going
go.
And since you went into combat, we don't get lose some time. Where's
pick this up. So I pick two of those.
two?
Up.
Ooh, my man.
Nice.
And I keep these.
Hang
Yeah.
on. So you picked. Wait a second. So you picked up one for one action.
Mm-hmm.
You moved for your
Oh,
second
and
action.
I move. I did a third
and then you
action.
moved into your third action.
This
So you cheated.
is
Is
hit.
what you're saying.
Look. It's fine. Yes.
So,
I cheated.
so we should have precisely. You put them back in the wrong order. Good times. That should be the Stake America token there.
Oh, and that's actually a different token.
Oh,
That's the one
different.
where you warp into, yeah.
Different.
You want to take where you move then?
No, I take that one.
Yeah, you totally want to take that one.
Oh, yeah.
So that puts one token on Marika's Grace, not two.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Yes,
Absolutely nailed it.
I was so invested. Yeah. So that's done.
That's three? Yeah.
That's your three.
Okay.
You don't have to draw anything.
I'm going to pick up this resource for this
Is that a beast card?
scenario here. No, that's a,
Or is it a flora?
a fern.
Oh, you're out of combat. You just slaughtered those.
Oh, I'm done.
He's good.
Oh, yeah, I've been out, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
It was
pro.
just instant. It was crazy.
And what were they? Godric Knights? What were they?
Godric Soldiers.
Godric Soldiers.
Okay, ooh. Erd leaf flower. That is a very pretty flower. It looks like a lily.
You should hold it to the camera. So they can
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm just holding
This is the most amazing art I've ever seen.
I've seen my life. Look at it. Zoom in. All 9 cameras. Come on. There we go. It looks like a lily. Lilies are my favorite flower.
There you go. See.
And they
There are
mean
9
death.
cameras here. We're just going to use, we're not going to use 5
Yeah,
of these
exactly,
shots.
exactly. Okay, so that was one, and then we. Did I put that on that? I did.
did.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna explore because we are running out of tokens to do stuff with. So I'm gonna explore. Ooh, we got this thingy.
Would you like to tell them what that is?
I suppose. So basically, what's this called again?
It's a map pillar.
Map pillar. If you want to say a lighthouse, it's definitely not a lighthouse. It's a map pillar. So you might notice that we are almost out of these. There's actually a whole stack of other hexes. We cannot start exploring these hexes until we pick up this. There's also an enemy there, so we'll have to go through that enemy before we do this.
Which is again, out.
Yeah.
It's thematic.
Yeah, see?
That's how it works. Yep.
And then the stuff for Bahasa, it's going to be in there. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So that was 2. Gosh, should I just go jump in that combat?
Do 4 eyes, well I do.
I'm gonna do one more explore. Because I already did one of these, so I know we're not gonna get hurt. Oh, there's another one of these too. I'll go here because we're not blocked out of that spot. So shablam. Oh, there's actually 2 things that we need for this. That's actually great. Blam. Okay, that's my 3.
Good exploring.
Yep.
So you did put a token down, so you don't lose one of the greater worlds.
Boom.
Over to you. And we have no more cards to reveal now because we've done them all. So
Now,
you know your objectives.
Jumping back to the position I was in
So
moments
let's talk about
ago
your combat.
when
So
I
you
realized
have-
mid-sentence, could you please show me how I take my first combat action?
So your actions are as follows. You can draw a card, although remember your hand size of 4. So not too much point in that. You can
Yeah.
draw over your hand size, but you have to discard down at the end of your turn.
Okay.
You can move a square, and again, you can move diagonally. Don't know if we mentioned that at least 15 times so far.
That's the one cool thing I can do.
It's honestly really useful.
It's
I'm not gonna
good.
lie, it's really useful. Yes.
And then the last one is you can play a card from your hand. Now the one with the giant shield on it is a defense card, so you're only really going to play that in defense. You know, in reaction, someone attacking.
Who
you.
needs defense?
The other ones you can see from their range is you attack the first enemy in your lane opposite you. And at that point, the icons underneath indicate what effects happen if you hit the enemy and you draw a card that actually has that effect on it.
Yeah.
So the bottom one is the generic symbol, the fist. That symbol basically means that any symbol can count as one of those. They're like your basic one, your basic symbol. The other ones are more finesse for you. They're dexterity symbols, and they give you extra effects typically. So you can see on those ones you've got damage, which is cross swords, and that has a value in it, which says damage. And on those ones it also lets you have that arrow that's sort of circular. That gives you basically a move action, so you can hit and move away.
Okay.
You're a nimble samurai.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play one of these cards.
Okay, which one are you playing?
That one right there.
Which is I can't read up. So is that
light slash, yeah.
Light slash.
There it is. So because of where you are, you're obviously going to target the wolf right in front of you, and you get to draw normally one card, but because you're in that particular stance, your aggressive stance, you get to draw another card and choose which one you want to use.
Okay. So I have the option of a single simple resource,
So this gives you a good example. So you could do the second card, in which case you'll just do 2 damage to the wolf. It has 3 health, so good way of killing it. The other option you have is you could choose that. You only do 1 damage, but you also get to move.
And you can see what they're going to do too, so you might be able to move away from them kind of situation.
What is it that they're going to be?
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about this. So that's obviously their health at the top there.
Okay.
This is their action. So this is an attack action. So it will literally attack the first tarnished in front of it. This one here means it will actually stop. So if it does this action, as if it can attack you, it will do this, and then it won't resolve any of the other stuff. Assuming it can't do that for whatever reason, it would instead move 2 to try and get into your lane, and then it would attack again.
Okay.
The small arrow next to the attack symbol means that after it's attacked, it moves 1 step closer. So they will expose themselves to more vulnerable, to being vulnerable after doing that.
So one of them absolutely has the opportunity to attack me.
Yeah, and the other one actually won't be
The
able
other
to
one
attack you
couldn't reach me right
unless
now.
you move. Yeah.
So you could try and just go absolutely ham and kill that wolf, and then let the other one sort of race to come get you.
Yeah,
That's up to you.
I think that's what I'm leaning towards. How much health do I have?
You have 5.
That does not seem like a lot,
It's not a lot.
considering they only have 3.
Yeah, you can get hit pretty hard.
So I'm going to go ahead and play this secondary card. I'm going to deal 2 damage to that wolf.
Okay, so those cards will drop into your discard pile. That wolf will grab a couple of those, and then your attack card you used will drop into there. That symbol, that token will get flings across the room.
That's part of the game. That's a big part of it.
And then at this point, you've used your first action to attack. Over to you. You could attack again if you want to. I mean, it's your stamina you're spending, so.
No, I think I'm going to follow up with another attack, and I don't need to do the anticipatory move, so I'm just going to go ahead and play down a light attack, and hopefully I
draw
pull
2 cards.
what I need.
You only need one. I think it's impossible for you to not kill this wolf.
So
Yeah.
you pretty much got it. So you've definitely killed it.
Yep.
Okay.
So you just quick note, obviously, just on those cards, that hand symbol that isn't the generic one can count as a generic symbol always. You can always count any symbol as generic. So effectively 2 more damage, but the wolf can only take 3. So
Bye.
tell us how you killed it.
I think I just punched it in the jaw.
Oh,
And it was
you looked at your sword and went, no, I'm going to punch it.
it was straight nerves too. It was more of a flinch. Like, you know the controller jump that you get when you're not expecting things to come around the corner? It was one of those. I just happened to hit the right
That's good.
button.
So that wolf is dead. We'll discard that and the tokens.
And the wolf looks up at you and says, I had a family.
I had a litter.
Trying to feed them. I
Not my
deserve
fault.
this.
Okay, so that wolf is obviously dead. You have 1 action left. So you could draw a card. You could move.
Draw a card,
I
move.
don't need to
Yeah.
move. I think just standing there is the best thing for me
Just
to do
fine,
at the
yeah.
moment.
Can't get
good.
shit.
Just a
Yeah, the only
defense
reason
guy.
moving back one would allow you to change the initiative order essentially, so you can guarantee you go first next turn if that matters to you. But that's the only reason you might want to move back. But I'd probably just draw a card like you did, honestly.
Okay.
We'll play it.
Yeah.
So we now move on to the wolf. The wolf can't attack, so it will instead move.
Gonna move and then go there? Is that
No, it will
It'll move 2
two
over,
sideways,
so
and
it'll
then
come-
because it can't attack, it won't do that attack, so it won't
Okay.
move.
Yeah.
Into it.
Because then
And
it
that's
ignores
it.
the movement if it can't attack that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's the end of the round. So you're going to shuffle the marching order and do a new one, but that's going to happen while Matthew plays his turn because we're going to keep him going. Or Matthew's just going to do it, or whatever works.
What a
see what
gentleman.
it is when we have.
Ooh,
Oh.
fancy.
For that.
All right. I'm going to just gather resources because that's.
Yeah, worth remembering that if you want to interact with effigy and the martyr, you have to fight a combat, which I don't necessarily know you want to do.
Oh,
Versus
right this second.
I thought it had moved, and then I realized it hadn't.
I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna do this. 1, 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Take this,
sensible.
and then I can use this later on
To jump over, yeah.
do something
Absolutely.
else.
Cool.
So I've got one of these again.
So
Yep,
you
that's
need one of
perfect.
those.
Sweet.
There you
So
go.
we're not losing any time. That's
Marcus
awesome.
Grace.
Oh, did we get the one for me being in?
Yeah, one.
Oh, I haven't.
You haven't defeated the combat. We also didn't lose any time though because you were in combat.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
True. So that's your third one. You haven't wasted any time. So over there.
All right, I'm just gonna go 1.
Sorry, can we just adjust
Me?
the mic just very quickly?
Where's?
I'll put my
Nice.
I'm sorry, I'm bad at this.
slightly rustling.
Oh yeah.
How's this going so far, guys?
Face me up, Daddy.
Good. Yeah.
Sorry.
We turn in. Yeah, I don't have a collar, which is
Just keep this on. Just keep this in.
Yeah, this is gold.
Just hold
This
this.
is for Patreon.
professional board game streamer.
No, this is for the main channel.
That is why I
The
wore
Patreon
stuff.
actually gets the clean cuts.
That's why I wore the
There we go.
So I don't like button ups, but like they're so much better for mics. Yeah.
Mic just slightly up.
Oh, embarrassing.
Oh,
At least
Wow.
you weren't wrestling. I was wrestling.
Did you answer this
you were wrestling.
I was wrestling.
Oh, I thought you wrestled
Every
like,
day
yeah.
I'm wrestling.
You're about to rip an elbow pad off. Right, I was listening.
Yeah.
Just one flick. Give me a flick.
Flick it.
Just
Flick it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, nailed it. First try.
Just an ear twiddle.
As long as you're not about to deliver the people's elbow, because you're wrestling, that's fine.
Hello, 1-2, 1-2. Nick Murphy here. Nick Murphy, the sultry voice of Nick Murphy coming through. How's it coming through? Good?
Beautiful.
Perfect. Love you. Love
He
to see
just
it.
wanted to hear you.
That's fair. I got a great voice. It's not obnoxiously Californian at all.
1 second.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to move over here and just get both these tokens because we need them for both these things. So I'm going to get another life here, which is going to give us one of these. And I'm going to grab this one, which is a beast resource, which is going to give us one of these. We only need one more of these to finish this one.
How many Marcus Grace tokens do you have?
3?
Yeah, he's
Total?
picked
So
up 2.
we're close to this one.
We're doing well. Don't
Yeah,
act
well,
surprised.
I'm
We
not
haven't
surprised.
won 2. Have we won 2 battles?
No.
How do you your battles? You had the one fight which you blasted the enemies to death.
Yeah, that was it,
Yeah,
though.
that's it.
That's it.
Okay, so we only, yeah, that's my whole turn. Oh, sorry, did I get a card?
Did
Sorry? Yes, you do.
did the
What have
re-
you
did the,
found?
did the resource you pulled get played on there?
I don't
I
think
don't
so. I don't think we've only done 4.
Playing
You
hard
how many
mode
cards do
anyway.
you have? There's an easy way to work it out.
Oh, yeah, that's
2,
1, 2.
3?
3.
I've got 2.
4, 5. Yeah, we need one more here.
That's done in which case.
Yep.
Okay, yeah,
You
look
got
at that.
5.
Boom. Easy. An old fang is what I got.
You all become encumbered and your movement is
Yeah,
halved.
right?
What a lovely, reassuring fellow you are.
Yeah.
Tyrell.
I drop the pot.
Oh, this is so fun.
And then I look at the pot and I think to myself, no, I'm carrying the pot.
Yeah, yeah. All right, that's my whole turn then. Back to you.
Pressure's on.
Battle.
Let's check that order.
Alright, so I took this. So we're gonna go.
Okay,
Stack the deck.
Let's go.
Stack
Stack
the
it.
deck
You love
for
to
me.
see it.
Well, it's different now.
So, I actually need to like step over to the side though. This attack would not allow me to step first, would it?
No.
Okay, so it's only a reactionary thing.
Yeah.
So, first action is going to be to move over by 1.
Yep.
Second action is going to be to go ahead and play an attack card. I know I probably won't be able to murder it right now, but I think that's going to happen either way.
Tell me what you get, yeah?
All right, let's pull. 1 and 2.
So which one of those would you like to do?
So that little hand symbol will allow me to do a single damage, which is what the other one's doing anyway, and do a sidestep. So I might as well go ahead and play it.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a single damage to the wolf, and I get a chance to shift. I assume stepping back and getting a little bit more into a defensive position might be
Well,
the
look
best
at its
play.
attacks. I mean, if you start off in the same thing, its attack will be more powerful.
Yeah,
Whereas if you step backwards, maybe not.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Also, it attacks for 3. There's a number in here.
Yeah, so if you stay right there, you're already in its lane, which means it's going to do that first attack, which is
Because I'm in his
stronger.
lane, no matter what, he's going to be
Yes.
doing the more powerful
Yeah.
attack.
Yes.
So,
So
if I step sideways,
They then have
Well,
to
bear in
move.
He will
mind,
have to
but
move.
The nice thing is you're the samurai, so you can do both.
oh,
Oh, that's right.
Diagonal.
you're a bad man.
That's true.
See the matrix.
I'm not the bad man, you did it.
Cool.
You are the man.
I've done both things. That's my turn.
Yeah, when you go one more action. You
more
moved and you
What?
attacked.
Yeah.
I get one more.
Yeah. You had 3 actions. You moved, then you attacked, and your
you
move.
got
The
the
second
bounce
move here
back.
was part of your attack, so you
Because
have
of
one more
your-
action.
Oh, and I
Your
drew a
last one.
card the last time. That was my last turn. So I didn't even need to move. Oh, I only have defense cards.
Yes.
Yes.
I
So
did
you
need
do
to
need
move.
to put that card in the discard pile. So you
Yes.
could draw a card.
I see what you're saying. I think I need to.
So you've got an attack, hopefully.
Yep.
Ooh,
No.
hilarious.
Well, that you offer
You'd love to see it.
No, I'm gonna stand there and cower
You'd love to see
until
it.
one of you please come rescue me.
Well, the wolf is now going to act. So the wolf's going to come to
Rather
our rescue.
not.
Can't attack, but it is going to move
One,
to get to the.
two?
So
Just to the
it's going
side.
to move just to the side to start with.
Just the same.
Make the attack, which is you're going to take block 1. Is it you said over there?
Uh,
What's the damage on the wolf's card? Off
On the
second-
bottom.
the second
Just
side.
one.
One, yeah.
Yep. So you got to block 1. So here's some choices. You can either just take 1 damage.
Okay.
Straightforward. You can discard a card to soak 1 damage, or you can play a block card, in which case you can draw a card.
Might be complicated.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the block mechanic a little bit later on, because you could have used that to draw some cards.
You should do it.
I'll do the block mechanic.
Yeah.
So the block mechanic is
So
you
this
can choose
one
which. So this one here. So
Ah, I
you've got
see.
two you see here. One that will give you something where you not only block damage, but you also get to move. The other one, for every block you draw, you get to actually draw a card, which might be super useful for you looking for extra attacks.
Yep.
So let's draw, see what happens.
1.
1. There you go, 2. So
Can
obviously that
count as any?
count as anything. So yeah.
So 2 block,
you've
I'm not
blocked 2
taking any
You're
damage.
not taking damage, and you get to draw 2 cards.
Also, if you don't take any damage, I believe one of your things does something.
Yeah, have a look at the armor.
So, checking my armor. I have Lands of Reed's armor. When this tarnished fully defends an enemy attack, they may move.
You can move. You could.
Okay, so
So
a
we're
little
going
bit,
to
become in a
move
more
back forward to get
aggressive
back in the
stance.
aggressive position kind of thing.
a little bit more agile. I get to draw the card before I move.
You
Is
get to
that
draw 2 cards before you move.
okay?
got
So
2 symbols.
I know I'm going to be going in with an attack, which means I'm absolutely taking a step forward, and I'm kissing that wolf right on the nose.
Good news, and even better news is because the wolf attacked, the little arrow means it steps forward as part of that.
So now you get to draw
So
2
now it's
extra
in a
cards.
vulnerable place.
So 3 cards on this next attack. I am murdering the wolf.
Mhm. I
However-
would assume so.
However, you've gone from please help me to I'm going to murder this wolf.
Yeah.
But the good news is you get to shuffle that march.
My
and
heart
reveal
still
that.
says, please help me.
I like your style. I don't know that you've come up to Matthew into doing this, taking this.
He's
turn.
really good at this.
It has been working out, to be
Yeah.
fair. And wow, now it's not going to work out, and it's going to be great.
He's actually a magician by training.
Yeah.
You can tell by my dexterous wrists.
Yeah.
He can do 3 balloon animals so far,
Yeah.
Snake
and I'm
Eel.
so proud of him.
and worm.
Okay. Well, speaking of which, your turn. So snake, eel, and worm.
All right. So, well, here's my situation. I can jump twice. I can jump. I can use this to move the spirit
You
jump.
can.
Essentially, my horse appears out of the ethereal plane, and
Boom.
I'm going to assume that this is 2. I'm going to get this token, which is
Okay.
a person.
Beast token.
It is. It's meant to be a beast, I think. It's
Oh, I
beast.
think we put our one.
when they got flicked around. This.
Okay,
That's
so
what
Yep.
it's a
No.
beast.
There you go.
Dankeschön. So that is a beast token. A lump of flesh. Wonderful.
Lovely.
Which is something for this, isn't it?
Very tasty.
No, we finished
We've
this
already
one.
done that.
Oh,
You did a really good job at
wow.
that. Yeah.
Resources.
Resources are never bad.
You could chat to the merchant while
Yeah.
you're in,
I
or you
think I
could
might-
start a very long walk towards somewhere useful.
No, I want to chat to the merchant.
Yeah. Do
Okay,
it.
well, the secret's already been told, so I'm afraid you won't do that. If you
Fire
walk
pot,
into your
right?
top card, who knows?
The rivers of blood. Fire pot.
Ooh, we need that, don't we?
You
Yeah,
need that.
we need fire pot. I found the secret.
Oh, so the merchant
Crushing
says,
it over
so
here.
basically the merchant gives, was it you who
You
puts
need
it
to
in?
buy
Which
this.
one?
Yes,
It was him, yeah.
He
Matthew.
stopped
So-
through and
so
he was
he
like,
got the sales pitch.
you could really use a fire pot.
Yeah, you could really use a
And then he comes
fire
back and
pot.
he's like, guess what I have?
And at that point,
Conveniently,
you're
I
like-
have a
and
fire
then you
pot.
think, oh, I need that fire pot. You really fall hook, line, and
The
sinker.
price was like 5 times higher.
All the
Yeah.
Elden Ring, all the Elden Ring players out there are like, I don't remember the beast man being scared of fire.
No, he is.
I promise he is. He's fine.
This crazy old man in a ruin, he told me it was.
Childhood trauma.
Okay.
Sweet. That's kind of me done, I believe. Actually, no, I've got one more thing I can
You do?
You
No, you moved.
spring jumped.
You picked something
interacted
up.
with the resource, and then you chat.
Then you
Oh,
found
that's
yourself a
right.
nice
Oh,
fire
that's
pot.
true.
That's right.
So
Although
you
if
do
we're
get to
doing
discard
your
a token.
4-action rule, you do have one more thing you
Yeah.
could do.
Hmm?
If we're
your
doing
last-
your 4
actually,
action
I tell you,
variant.
He's right. Let's give him a 4th action. That action is discard a grey wall token.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because I didn't do something.
Yeah.
Right.
We've been doing pretty good on that, honestly, to be.
That's
When
awkward.
we need
We all
fire
would have
pot-
conveniently ignored that. You realize that.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just letting you know.
Well,
It's been fine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to, for my first action, let's go ahead and explore this last tile here. So another spring jump and then a flora resource. Although we don't need the resource one quite as much anymore here. Where's that spring?
I think it's one of those.
I think just because we need to engage that combat to be able to explore any further, we're like literally done. I think I'm just going to pop over there and jump in that combat and see.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And then, man, if you want to come over here and do that, you can hop in with me if you want to.
Well, he actually has to fight over there, so
Oh yeah, you're right. Listen, I can't do that.
yeah, more like he needs to go for a bit of.
Although we
war.
do need to win 2 more
fighting,
combats.
I'm fighting this position.
Yeah, so you're actually going to have that soon.
Yeah.
What's the one? It's a 6, right?
The
Yes,
King's
6.
Champion.
He's got there ahead of us.
All right.
When mere soldiers cannot challenge the enemies of Stormvale, Godric's champions take to the field.
Yeah, that must hurt. You're the champion.
Not good for the
Martial
throat.
prowess is as sharp as any spear or sword. Their discipline harder than steel. Objective.
Kill the Godric Knight. One humanoid card.
You got to text much enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can draw my cards,
The
right?
13-year-old in me that liked Screamo for about a season
Dude, I love that. Area.
sympathizes with what you
There
just
was
did
a
to your
time
voice.
where people were doing screamo covers of like pop songs, and it was the best.
pretty
thing.
good.
It was the best thing.
Baby, is your love for real?
Okay, so the thing is, I have to kill the Godric Knight. I actually don't have to kill this character. I just have to kill them. Although, who knows? I might kill both.
I'm not getting pressures though. My next one is Donald Duck.
So silly.
I love this mod.
this is a really good mod. Okay, so this is what I have. Where do I want to stand? I do have 2 of them.
You've got a pretty balanced deck.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah, that is really. Let's go. I'm gonna kind of do what I did last time. Do a sweet gainer. and then land right here.
I remember that. I remember that from last
Yeah,
time. I
exactly.
remember that. Yeah.
I'm gonna land here again, just so again I can kind of manipulate where I am in this, especially because I'm gonna be last. So that's good. I didn't want to be last.
You can go before the god.
That's what I'm saying. I would have been last if I hadn't gone there. Yeah, I'm
go
gonna go there for sure.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, time to make deep and meaningful thoughts. Let's go finish off that wolf.
Don't worry, I'm going to murder it. We're going to go and play an attack. We're going to draw into a perfect strike.
You are going to draw 3 cards. It's going to be pretty brutal.
Don't worry about it. Nope.
You're not gonna kill it, not this turn.
What was it good to bleed? When does it bleed?
What are our choices? I see 1 generic fist. Oh, I see.
I've got them all. I'm very fancy.
So the bleed token is you put a bleed token on it. If it
Yeah.
gets 3 of them, it'll suffer 3 damage. So it's not
That
going to
seems
kill it
That
like-
this
sweet bleed proc.
Yeah.
That seems like more than I can currently handle. I'm just going to do a single damage.
Okay, there you go.
And I'm
gonna-
so
got 2 more,
that deck shuffles and then gets returned back to normal. That's your token.
Boom.
Then I'm going to play one more attack.
Yeah, you should be good. I think you literally can't miss
Yeah,
with
I
this
did.
Lexon.
Don't say that.
I don't believe it's possible. But hey.
That is draw anymore. You just done it. Oh, look at
Ooh,
that.
double.
It's
One.
all fingers.
That is one very, very dead wolf.
Now I can think through the fact that I no longer have any.
Well, you'll
you get to
reshuffle
shuffle
this.
these
Yeah.
and start
Oh,
to-
well,
Yeah, in between combats, you always shuffle your decks.
Yeah, so
Fair enough.
Boom, wolf dead.
Murdered it.
Which brings you get a thingamajiggy.
I do.
Indeed, you get one of these.
We're up to
That goes
2.
in your
So as
combat
soon as your fight's over,
Yeah,
one.
we're good to
Just
go.
5 stakes.
we'd be good to go.
And people can now interact with this because I'm in this combat. So
So
now
worth mentioning that.
someone can go over there and start interacting
That
with
is
that.
what I'm going to do
Yeah.
on my turn, which is just essentially to go.
3, yeah.
But that's going to be a
crucially,
fight
you
in
get
and
to
of
draw a
itself,
humanoid
right?
card, I think,
Yes.
as a result of what you did. So you grab a humanoid card.
For you, is it?
That's for you.
It's for me?
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
wow.
For that
Lovely.
reward for that combat, yeah.
I got Godric's Knight Gauntlets. They have no defense.
Yeah, so they don't have anything to you. It's worth pointing out. They are obviously there's 4 different types of armor. You can have head, body, legs,
Yeah.
and arms.
Mm-hmm.
Not all bits of equipment you'll get. Not all armor will actually give you a bonus. However, a lot of them work if you have the whole set. So
Hold on to the gauntlets.
Hold on to the gauntlets. I mean, you know any other gauntlets right now anyway. So
You
by
got
all means,
one
slip them on.
sweet glove on.
Yeah, you got one pretty badass glove.
Wait, where am I?
It just tucks underneath your armor. So
Oh, I see.
you just tuck it underneath there. And then basically, as you go through, if you find the other parts of the set, it will say something where if you have 2 or 3 or however many Godric Knight cards,
You're
then
over
you get some
encumbered and you
bonus.
slow down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
Cool.
Then choose death. Yeah.
Choose death.
If I lived in the world of Elden Ring, I'd be like, you know what?
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm out.
I'll just, you can kill me. it's fine.
I'll become grafted.
Yeah.
I choose death.
Anyway, so obviously your quest book closes. Your marching order goes back away. You're done with that.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn ends, and we move on to Matthew.
I've done my turn.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you-
moved
I-
all the way
I
over
understood
here.
it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That
I
was
swooped
that was
ahead.
3. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Unfortunately, that does mean you have to discard one of those.
Yeah. The heck.
You're doing really good at that part of
He
the
really
game.
is.
What we
I
gotta do?
believe in us.
This
to-
objective we're going to accomplish.
What?
Yeah. You've been out exploring stuff. Yeah, you really have.
Yeah, I like it. Your wrestling name is the liability.
That's
That's
it.
good.
Well, here's the thing, right? Someone's got to be foraging,
It's true.
and I take it upon myself to take that burden.
You do.
Yeah, but the foraging ended a couple of hours ago.
Someone has to be
I
foraging.
think it's a
Someone
lot.
Don't
has
you?
to forage.
How dare you talk to me?
Foraging's the best
like
part of
that.
Stardew Valley. I
It's
said it.
unbelievable. Honestly.
Wow.
What are you going to do? You're going to kill
Okay,
these people,
so
or are you going to
I don't think I'm going to kill him this turn. So the Godric, I'm not going to do exactly what I did last time.
No,
so
these
Godric
guys are a bit
Soldier
tougher.
is not going to move because they don't need to move to get
Yep,
to me,
so they're
right?
just gonna be.
So in this case, they would move forward.
So
sorry, the other way
it'll be
around?
The other way around.
So you move backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
actually
we're
this-
trying to do it upside down.
Yeah,
so.
we'll try to do it upside down. So it's like that basically.
Okay, I got you. So they're going to move backwards then because they don't need to move side to side to get into.
That's right, and they're gonna hit you.
They're going to hit me for 3 and then move back forward. So
You also only have 5 health.
I do only have 5 health. I have I have a shield, a sidestep, which means I might be able to move, which is good because I don't. They're in a. Oh, they're not going to be in a row in a second though. Darn. I guess I'll just do this one. Right.
Sidestep.
Yep.
Oh, because of course it's attacking, isn't it? So
Yeah. Okay. So the question is, they're hitting from your 3. I think so. You have to choose if you want to discard a card just for a straight up block. You have to do that before you start drawing your effects. So I think I'm going to get rid of 1 pivot. Just for that's canon, okay?
got it.
There's lots of couches in Elden Ring. I don't know.
So you reduce the incoming damage to where are we? To here, to 2.
So 2 is what I'm doing, and I'll just leave it at that. If I get hit once, whatever. Nailed it.
Oh wow, actually.
So that's actually I have 4
So
block
how have
now.
you fixed your deck? that you always draw that card?
I'm doing sleight of hand magic over here. No one's paying attention. Okay,
Literal
so
magic.
I can move 3 times. I'll block 3 times. I guess 4 because of this, and then I can move 3 times.
That's correct.
But here's the thing, I need this for my attack more so than I needed it for
Yeah.
this. That's actually not great. Okay, so I did block everything. The good thing is if I ever... So because I blocked my attack, I will gain 1 focus, which is good. Okay, so
He's
that's...
so pro now. I'm like a proud parent right now.
You did a very good job.
For the context, he's been walking through once, but now he's up and running.
Well,
He said it wasn't too heavy.
It's not. At least, and the quests are going to be different and stuff like that. But like the base of exploring and the base of combat is not that complicated. It really isn't, and which I do like about it. But there's lots of decisions in terms of like where to go, where to stand, that kind of stuff. So after they attack, they are going to move forward. So they're going to move here, which is kind of a bummer because I wanted to hit that whole row. But
Well, remember, it will hit the first enemy in each one of these rows. So actually.
so I will actually. Ooh. Yeah, let's go. So.
This is going to work really, really well until it goes.
Or
wrong.
it's gonna
Bad.
really tank, yeah.
If you guys are curious to seeing what happens when someone uses all of their stamina, has nothing to defend themselves, and gets murdered horribly.
I'm not gonna do that quite.
I do sound
Perfectly.
interested in that.
I know, bro.
Yeah,
Stop it, he's already dead.
sounds
I can
great.
see it,
Okay.
I can see it coming.
Especially if it's not
So,
me.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this card and this card. I'm gonna get 3 more focus,
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
I
just-
also get to pivot, so I get to move. I'm gonna move forward 1. Let's get mad aggressive because I'll get to draw 2 more cards this way. Or should I just leave it? Because we're doing this. We're living this life.
Do it.
I'm already too confident in this
Committed.
character.
He's committed.
So now the cool thing is I have 4 focus and I can chain these because it has a little chain symbol. So if I have the focus, I can actually do this one twice.
That's correct.
So I think I'm gonna
Cancels
do
one
it-
action doing it. So you first can it once, and then because it's got the chain, if you have the focus, you can spend it again.
Okay,
So
so I'll
free action.
do it once. First, do I use the same effect cards for both actions?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you draw each time.
You'll draw a new set of
it's
effect
actually
cards
two
for each.
separate
Oh, okay, so it's 2 separate. You're only paying 1 action for it
Yeah.
essentially. Okay. Okay.
So which one are you doing? Are you doing Glintstone Arc?
Yeah, I want the one where I'm hitting everything.
Okay, sure. So
in.
which one is it? Well, let's draw and see what happens.
So it's Glintstone Arc. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and I can draw 3.
Yep, you can.
Ooh, see the problem
what's
is
that do?
that's the only one that hit. These will essentially. Oh no, sorry. No, yeah. So I wish I'd done.
Yeah, those
Glintstone
would have been
Pebble.
good for the
Then you'll
pebble.
be able to hit all of them.
Yeah, this would have been way better because I would have gotten to do
Well,
more
it only hits
damage.
one enemy though.
It does. So this will hit both of them for 1 then.
Each. So if you choose this one, it will do 2. Because remember that's.
Oh, that's right, because this can always be a generic. So okay, I'll hit both of them for 2.
Well, the Godric Soldier is dead because he can
Idiot.
take 2,
Yeah.
which is good. So
Stupid
we'll take
idiot
this
soldier.
card and
I said it.
discard this. The Godric Knight, however, is still.
It's not dead. They have 5 health. So
Godric Knight's looking again. Huh?
he's like, what? Was there a fly in here?
He's just noticed you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm going to spend 2. Might as well go for this. I do have 1 block card, which is
That's
fine, I guess. All right, so, and I'm still, I guess I'm only drawing 2 cards now because,
you are.
okay, boo. Boom, and, okay, just 1 more. But okay, that's
That's more
3.
like a.
Yeah, it's just now it's a little buzz.
So you'll take 1 damage.
Okay. Okay. And then that's, I played 2 cards, and then I did my attacks. That's my turn.
Okay. So the Godric Knight. So the Godric Knight can't hit here. so
Doing
it won't do that.
nothing,
So it will
probably.
now move to here,
Hilarious.
and then it will attack you.
Will it?
Attack you for 3.
Will it? No. Okay, so I have 1 card. I'm only drawing 1 of these. Nailed it. Ooh, that's actually good. So that's 2. I'm still going to get hit for 1.
Yep. So you take 1. Take down
1, but then I can move
Twice.
twice.
It
I
will
don't,
also move forward as part of that attack.
I don't think I'm going to move. Oh, I know. Here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this so I can guarantee that I can go first because I can manipulate this order. And I'll probably step back forward and try and punch really hard.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, right now,
That makes sense.
I'm not going to shuffle this because you.
I'm gonna go
effectively
first,
get
yeah.
to choose. I'm going to Jesse.
You can control it. So I just popped back into this location over here.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and grab our sacrificial effigy. Is that?
You coming in this
so.
battle?
So that's useful. So that's 1
I
action.
don't think so. I think I'm just going to hold this for
Yeah,
now.
that's right. You hang on to that.
Oh, you don't have to use it right away.
Yeah, no, you
Oh,
can.
that's nice. Okay.
Yeah, because you've got him murdered.
Do I?
You do.
Okay.
You do.
He has
Do I want to interact with these things?
It's going to give you a health back. It'll let you refill your flasks. Both of your flasks are kind of full, even though one of them seems to have been switched over. So flip
Yeah.
that one over.
Your left one, use a flip over here on your little flasks there. Yeah.
There you go.
I couldn't figure out what left was for a moment.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and move twice then. to start inching up towards the next area we're going to be exploring.
Well, it's worth pointing out, remember that obviously when Matthew does that, you can explore in any direction you want. So you don't necessarily
Yeah,
have
but
to
the
go
whole crew's this way.
Oh, okay.
Can't leave the boys behind.
Damn.
All right, well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Lads.
Well, on tour of Lingrave. However, in the meantime, let's grab one of those Great Will, because the...
We did not do anything this time.
Oh,
Although I'll hopefully next
was there
time.
anything I could have done?
not really.
I don't
At this
think so,
point- At this
no.
point, because you haven't interacted with the monument, you...
Yeah, we need one more of these, but there's not one out.
What's
We
this?
need-
What's this thing here? We need.
That's
Right,
these,
space.
the life ones, and
There's
so
no more of those.
that's what they're going to be in those. So that's why we need to start exploring more. Although we'll be done with this one hopefully next turn.
Here.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, if I'm going to interact with that pillar,
you just do it.
would that not trigger?
You just say, "Hey, pillar."
He's already fighting it.
Oh, you already fighting.
Yeah, 'cause I'm
I was
essentially-
like, that's not turn over. You're in that.
Yeah, I'm
That's doing
distracting essentially.
that. I will interact with that pillar. then.
Boom! That's one
Okay.
action. Now we can start
Guys.
exploring that
There you go.
way.
You have access to that appetite.
And I will explore twice.
Well, you don't necessarily have to do
He
that.
wants.
Cheers.
Exactly. Well,
He's like, "No, I'm doing." it."
Ooh,
Now you have found an NPC.
kill him.
kill
Like
them.
Take his stuff.
Yeah, can I do a full death run on this?
Yeah, always.
Define full death run.
I murder everyone I come across
You can probably try.
without mercy.
Sure. I mean, if they're not going to kill you back.
I never said they weren't going to kill me back.
Oh, I see.
Full death involves everyone dying.
Everyone.
To be
full
fair.
death.
You did say that.
Okay. So I'll grab one of those tokens.
Uh huh.
We are starting to.
Just-
We're starting to run low.
Say is about it, can't we?
We are starting to run low, everybody.
Push that over this way.
Okay.
Maybe too much herb
Yeah,
picking
so we need to
early
explore
on.
like crazy to get this. The problem is we're in this big barrier right here too.
Yeah, you
If
got
we
some
all
walls
get
around.
involved in a fight before we solve this,
Yeah.
I mean, if we fight nonstop
We'll have some
forever,
time.
we'll
We'll
be
have some
fine.
time, yeah.
We can technically do this forever. Okay, I am going to, because it's me again, so I'll draw my 5 cards.
remember strategically don't
Why are
murder
you
him.
drawing 5 cards?
Because it's my turn? Oh, that's right. I'm not doing that. I have no cards. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used all your stamina
Wow.
attacking.
Yeah, you're
Remember what
right.
he said
but-
about watch
But
someone
how
use all their
great
stamina
did
and
it
then
go for me? Yeah, that's true.
end up.
Could you drink your vial?
What?
Oh.
I could. Yeah, I could do this. I think I'm gonna wait. Let's see what I'm gonna draw. This. Okay. That was
Oh,
a
big
draw
moves.
card.
Wow.
Here, I'm gonna do this. Actually, it's gonna take like one more turn, fam.
That's the cower and fear card.
Yeah, that's the counter and fear card. Boom. Ooh, focused block. That would give me focus. And the last one, fam, we're going here.
Okay.
Because then he'll have to move over. He'll hit me.
Yeah.
But,
You're
and then this, if
kiting
I
him.
use this one, it's going to allow me to draw a card. So I hope I can draw some attacks
So
up.
he moves to here.
You're
to
kiting him
attack,
and he's a fool and you're buying
and
his
he's
time.
now going
Yeah.
to attack you.
He is. I'm going to do this deflect.
Yep.
Do I want to just discard this for a shield? Yeah, I'm just going to discard this for a shield.
So you loudly just say, I never even went to the grocery store.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you've got 2 incoming. Let's draw cards.
Oh gosh, I only get one of these, huh? Bam. Okay,
1
so
damage. So
one
drop it down by
damage, and I will get to draw a card though.
do it.
Boom. Okay, that's good. That's what I need to be able to do something next turn. Okay, that's me. Sorry, fam. It took one turn longer than I was hoping.
So let's shuffle this. Oh, no, in fact, because you just...
That's why I stayed in that same lane. Yeah, so I will be first.
Okay.
Maybe I'll spice up, be second next time. Who
So,
knows?
time to explore, I think, before we start running out.
Yeah,
of time.
I think we have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move up by 1.
Yep.
I'm gonna explore.
I want to move your books line in.
That is going to be
Oh,
A
not
battle?
Not what you need.
not what I need.
Battle. Yeah, we need to find the life.
Can I
thing.
attach that down here,
Yeah.
looking
you
over a
absolutely
cliff
can.
edge?
Yes, you can.
Get out of here.
Yeah, put it there because we're not
You
going
found,
to
you
go
found
there.
a
Yeah,
nice,
let's be honest.
You found a nice compressed area over there.
Yeah, we're not going there. Let's be real.
Okay, and
Moonlight Greatsword?
there's nothing I can do, is there?
So this is your third action?
No, it's gonna be my third action, yeah.
You can certainly explore.
Well, I mean, I know that. There's nothing I can do to not hand you a token at the end of my round.
No.
Certainly not.
I should have potentially went and got into a combat just to like delay again.
I think we'll be okay, honestly. We just need you two exploring, like with
Be
all.
breezy about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there she is.
last one we need.
So the good thing is we know at the end of your turn, or actually Matthew can go get it this turn.
There you go.
We'll be fine on that run.
When would I trigger this?
So you can choose when to use that as action during your turn.
As an action during my turn. Oh, so if we get into pressure next turn,
You can hop in, yeah.
well, but
I'll
we will have
grab one of
completed
those.
this.
I'll
It's
grab
not
one
even.
of those.
So eager.
I kind of want to
I
go
have to keep you. I have to keep you guys.
You talk to
honest.
the NPC?
I kind of want to talk to the NPC though. That's my thing.
I hear what you're
That's my
saying.
jam.
Yeah.
So I want them to
Do your
say
thing. Do your thing.
the big baddies over here, maybe, or something along those lines. I'm going to talk to
You,
him.
Do it.
you like to wander around, speak to
Here's the
all
thing,
people
Jesse
you
can
find.
go and get the
We've got
extra
this.
life on his
Yeah.
turn. We have some time.
So, he's going to give you a side quest. And that
Oh,
token will
side quest is not what I need. I needed answers.
go- Well, you get a card.
Oh, keep in mind, we also need to find the lair, the dungeon, whatever it is, which is going to be.
Look, bash things over.
Oh, yeah,
Don't mind me.
fine. I'm all stranded.
Welcome to Patches Emporium, or at least that's what we be Patches. Sorry. What will
I
be
liked
Patches
it.
We'll try
Emporium?
again. Oh,
You
thank
look
you.
like you had a
Yeah, no,
strong back and an eye for a good loot. If you can find me a few items, I can get things up and running. During the exploration phase, a tarnished can discard these symbols, and to complete the quest, I have
So those are going to be on our cards that we've been collecting, the resource ones.
I have most of them. When a tarnish completes this quest, the player turns to page 28 in their quest book. Do I need to? It's 3 symbols: a red circle, a blue square, and a green triangle. Do I need
Yes.
all 3 of those to complete
you
this
do.
task?
Yeah.
So it's worth pointing out that will stay with us now for some time. We don't have to have that.
Okay.
You don't have
Does
to
he
achieve that in this
personally have to
particular quest.
discard all those?
No.
And we can share these
Well, yes,
too.
yes, he does, but you guys can just share.
We
with
can
him,
share
so
things.
that's
Yeah.
Without being at the same area?
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I've got a blue.
I've got 2
Yeah,
of
have you
them.
got the
actually. I
right
just
one?
need
Oh.
a triangle. at
Do you
the
have a
moment.
triangle?
No, I don't have the one we need.
All this collecting.
Anyone got any triangles?
I got an old
No
fang.
triangles.
I for my last thing, I've got one more move, right? I've got one
Okay.
more thing I could do. I'm not gonna. I could collect that thing, but I'm gonna move.
It might be a triangle.
It could be a triangle, but
Have you thought
it's,
through
I'm
that?
gonna collect that
Have you
thing.
thought?
It
Yeah,
could be a
you're
triangle.
gonna.
It's going to be a beast.
Yeah, it could be a triangle.
Uh-oh.
Is it?
He's lying to you.
It's not a triangle.
More thin beast bone.
But you've got
That's
2
what I
pockets
need.
full
You
now.
You murdered a squirrel. Congratulations. Are you
Proud
a
of-
triangle?
Will you take
She
this?
stabbed the squirrel to death. Literally cut it into small triangles and
Why
see
did
where
he-
that
It's like,
works.
does this work?
Why did he kill that cat? He thought there might be a triangle.
I don't know. He thought there might be a triangle or something.
I love the script. That was set up in court. I thought it was a triangle.
Super sorry.
We don't ask questions anymore.
Alrighty, we're going to go for it,
Yeah,
and hopefully we don't die.
So, if you do die,
Whatever, right?
it would be quite funny.
I'm going to use this
He does die
card
what?
to gain
Yeah?
Yep.
2 foci.
we'll see. We'll experience.
And then I'm going to go forward, so I give him the best chance of drawing 2 hits, because I need 2 hits.
Yep.
And then, gosh, do I do this one? I guess I should do this one. There's
Absolutely
no
do
need
that
to do this one
one.
anymore.
Absolutely. That one's got more potential.
And this one's got more potential for damage.
Magios.
Throw a pebble at him.
So it's going to be 1, nailed it. 2, not even shuffling it. Boom, nailed it. That's
You have killed a Godric Knight.
yes.
Which means we do
Can I
one
collect his
I
head?
feel like that's a victory for us all.
Put it on his pike.
we are a team.
Yeah.
So I feel accomplished.
I feel like
one.
we've all.
Sorry.
I feel like we've all done this.
That goes there. Well done.
Together.
You have defeated that. That's
Sweet.
Flip over.
That's
collectively.
great. And look, I'm back in the world now.
And we can do this next. You're doing this time. So
Oh,
we-
easy.
That will flop down.
We're
Where
good.
was I? This one?
Yep,
that's
so
one.
flip that over.
And I'm making friends.
You are. You have so
Now
many
keep in mind,
friends.
we still need to find the one with the final thing on it, so we
What?
do need
No,
to
we've
keep
got that.
exploring.
He's
What?
found it.
Where?
Oh, sorry. Well, no, you're right. You know the future. That's what these guys
Oh,
do.
so I'm not seriously? No, we're not trying to find anything else. Don't worry.
No, totally no. So over to you. No
Is it the
spoilers.
one I've put down underneath
Who
the?
knows?
I don't know. I can't say. I can't
He
say.
looks
I don't
so-
know.
he looks
I've
so
never.
apprehensive. He
I've
doesn't
never
know.
played the game before. I have no idea.
But I took that one away from any of us.
I'm not an
Who
expert.
knows?
It's not that one. Don't worry.
It is that one. We
Okay.
That would be fun.
Well,
What would
we've
you
got
like to-
we've
what
got a
would you
little
like to
portal
do?
area right up
we
here
don't have to
somewhere.
jump
We can
there.
like
Yeah,
do
yeah,
the
yeah.
like loft
What
thing.
would you like to do?
Explore.
Don't you start with? I'm gonna move.
We do need to complete that thing too.
I'm gonna go. Do I do this now? Or
Yeah,
do-
that's
Yeah,
Okay,
do that
great.
one.
Well,
Do that one.
fine.
Absolutely.
It's pretty unanimous.
Do that one
answer.
now for
Yep,
sure.
That's
Absolutely do that.
okay.
There you
Great.
go.
Fine.
Congratulations.
Also, 'cause we're not losing any
Well,
time
flipped
now.
Over that.
Burn the whole village down.
And you flip that over. And
Do
now
I
you've done
light
that.
the fire?
Who's reading?
Please. Oh God.
Why did it jump out of your hand?
I was just so. I was
Why
so
did
excited.
it leap towards you?
Place the dungeon tile connected to any other tile of your choice. That's how everyone sounds in Elden Ring. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
It
If
is
a
true.
tarnish enters the dungeon, the exploration phase ends, and each player turns to page 16 of their quest book.
Bro.
There you go.
Bro.
Put it down.
Obviously.
The battle, right?
What do I do with this?
You get to
I
put
was
it anywhere.
enjoying his voice more than
Put
listening
it,
to the words.
put it
he read.
wherever.
Put it anywhere. As soon as someone jumps in there, we're going to go 5
No,
boss
no, no,
fights.
no.
No, don't put it far away.
Close to us.
Put it close to us.
He said anywhere.
Yeah, but put it close to us.
I mean, now you're being pretty restrictive.
So basically now, whenever one of us jumps in there, that's going to have us go into
Yeah,
the
we're
boss
gonna trigger
battle.
the battle.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much, given the amount of tokens you got, it's a beeline to that now.
Yeah, because we have all the life tokens. If we
I
did,
feel like at least 2 of us could just go pick up some more grubs.
has anyone used any flasks or anything? We haven't,
is it my
right?
turn?
No, none of us.
Yeah.
I
Well-
think before you take any more damage, jump in with the boss.
I
Because
think-
I sense your desire for chaos theory. Trust me, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of chaos.
I
theory
just
for
am
this
really invested in the triangle story at the moment.
boss. Oh, well then look for triangles and fail the quest as a
I'm gonna tell
result.
you right
I
now,
like that plan.
on my turn, I'm jumping into that dungeon. So,
Feel free.
You've
to,
got 1 round to try to
No,
find a
I'm
triangle.
gonna jump in. Oh, well, I could actually.
Yeah, there's a triangle on the way, I'm pretty sure.
Is it my
Boom.
turn right now?
It is.
Well, let's find to see if this is a triangle.
Oh, that
Then I'd have to
direction.
go back and think.
well,
What is
one
that
of us can
we
get there on our turn.
what
so
was
it's
that?
it's a herb kind of herb.
a floor.
No, wait. Do we know where the disparity of triangles might be?
I can totally tell you where the disparity of triangles is.
I feel like if we played this game enough, we'd understand where a general outreach of triangles could be spread.
Probably.
Yeah.
We are
It's on that
experts.
tile right
Is
now.
it herb or is it whatever this other one is?
The other one's also heard, by the way.
Is it herb?
Yeah, it's that. Well done.
Oh,
You've got
he's-
exactly what you need.
It's not. It's not. I can.
No way.
It's
He's a
just
bad man.
It's a square.
It's a square. It's square the whole time.
It's yet. I have 4
Yeah, that was
squares.
that was British for get grafted.
Yeah.
Get
Do
grafted.
3 squares create a triangle?
Yes.
No.
Is there a
No,
saw where we
I'm-
could
You can
saw it?
I'm trying to
absolutely-
think about how you could do that with squares. I don't
You
know
you
how
take
that
you
works.
put you
cut
put
it in
2
half,
like this,
that's
you two like that.
That's not a triangle.
It makes
That's
there's in the
symmetric.
center of that the shape is triangle shaped. If you put a squirrel through that, it would be triangle shaped,
This is great content.
like a meat grinder.
I'm no Pythagoras.
That's kind of like saying if I take a
Pythagor.
hacksaw to this square,
Yeah.
I can turn it into a triangle.
Yeah.
We've already established that. That's what he
Do
did
you have
last
a hacksaw
round.
card?
No. I have
We
this
don't.
elder leaf.
No,
I'm
Bird
gonna
leaf.
explore
I have
my
a
last
flower.
thing and just do this here. Pop it down.
I like that. I appreciate your gumption.
Yeah,
The gumption.
yeah, it's a lovely language.
You mournfully look over a
So
cliff
if you can pass
edge.
me one of the great will tokens.
We would love to.
Okay, yeah, we
Do
do.
we
You're
need
jumping in,
these
right?
after that? We don't need these after this.
No, but we
You
have
could find a triangle.
2 turns. I'm not going to. I'm going to go straight into there because we have. If we don't do it by the end of your turn, we just lose.
Well, I'm going in there.
Well, I'm going there.
There's no way I
As a
wouldn't.
race, dude.
One.
Triangle?
Yeah, I guess we're trying to triangle. Why not? If you're going to go in there, I'll try.
Oh, I'm going in.
What color do you need?
Just-
blue triangle.
Maybe we got it.
Did we?
It is not either of those.
Come on.
There's 2 things on here. We have an orange triangle and a green hexagon.
It's a
or
scam.
sphere.
There's hexagons
Or
as well.
it's a circle.
Oh
I'm not
my
sure. Yeah.
gosh.
Choose an enemy in this tarnished lane. That
Well,
enemy.
look what you found.
Oh, I found a fire pot. Oh, this is actually great. I was seriously nothing on this card. Nothing on this card existed except for this part right here is the only thing that mattered to me in that moment. That was it.
Right
He's
sword.
like tipping it upside. He's like
I was
playing
just
with
like,
a box
can
of
I make
dynamite,
this?
being like, it's not a very sturdy box.
Yeah, this is rubbish as a triangle.
This is
It's a
great.
massive moonblade. It's fine.
Okay, so I got a fire pot, obviously. So I can choose an enemy in this tarnished lane, and that they suffer 2 damage. That's great. It's a free 2 damage, basically.
Yeah, anyway, I'll take
Hi,
one of
the
those
pot,
tokens.
yeah.
I'd love to give you this
All right,
token.
Gazzy, jump in that dungeon, please.
I'm gonna go find a triangle. I'm hopping in.
So
Boom.
basically, you're not actually, no longer, and crucially, this is the important thing, what we're actually doing is going into the dungeon, not in search of the beast man, but see if he has a triangle.
Yes, exactly. That's the only thing that
That's
matters.
exactly what it is. Yeah.
So-
I
that
like
matters.
where this is shifted.
Excuse me, sir. Have you got?
Now, question, real quick. For the dungeon, you have to actually interact with that, right?
You do indeed.
Okay,
so
so,
move-
just
move
getting
when I have
there
an
is okay.
interaction,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you did,
So,
yeah, for sure. But
by the power of editing magic, what we're going to do, and I'm going to remove this board off of
Is
here,
that?
set
Is
this
it gonna
up,
work
come
like
back.
that?
yeah,
Well, I don't know.
No,
fancy.
I'm going to say this like you guys are the
That
content.
never works in my studio.